Breaking news, it's official. Spirit Airlines, the iconic ultra-low-cost carrier known for its bright yellow planes, has shut down. After decades in the sky, all flights have stopped, passengers have been left stranded, and one of America's most recognizable airlines is gone. So how did this happen? How does an airline that once dominated budget travel completely collapse? To understand the shutdown, we need to go back and look at how Spirit Airlines rose to fame in the first place. Founded in 1980, Spirit didn't always look like the airline we know today. But in the early 2000s, it made a bold move that changed everything. It became an ultra-low-cost carrier. The idea was simple: make ticket prices as cheap as possible. Sometimes unbelievably cheap. But there was a catch. Almost everything else came at a cost. Carry-on bags. Extra. Seat selection. Extra. Snacks and drinks. Extra. This pay-for-everything model made flying accessible to millions of people who couldn't normally afford it. And for years, it worked. Spirit expanded rapidly, flying across the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean. It became one of the biggest names in budget travel. But success came with a price. Customer complaints piled up. People criticized hidden fees, cramped seating, delays, and poor service. Spirit became one of the most controversial airlines in the industry. Yet despite the criticism, people kept booking. Because the prices were just too low to ignore. Then came 2020. The global pandemic changed everything. Travel demand collapsed almost overnight. Flights were cancelled. Planes were grounded. And for an airline like Spirit, one that relied on high passenger volume, this was devastating. Revenue plummeted. Losses piled up. And the company entered a dangerous financial position. When travel returned, there was hope. Passengers came back. Flights resumed. It looked like Spirit might recover. But new problems were already taking off. Fuel prices surged. Operating costs increased. And staffing shortages led to delays, cancellations, and operational chaos. At the same time, competition grew stronger. Major airlines introduced basic economy fares, cheap tickets that directly competed with Spirit, but often offered a better experience. Suddenly, Spirit's biggest advantage wasn't so unique anymore. In a desperate attempt to survive, Spirit pursued mergers. Talks with other airlines promised stability and a second chance. But those deals never fully materialized. Regulatory concerns, financial risks, and industry pressure kept getting in the way. Then came the final blow. After mounting debt, failed rescue efforts, and rising costs, Spirit Airlines made a historic announcement: it was shutting down. Immediately, flights were cancelled across the network. Passengers were left scrambling for alternatives. Employees suddenly found themselves without jobs. And within hours, Spirit Airlines was no longer flying. This marks one of the most significant airline collapses in recent US history. A company that once redefined budget travel, brought down by a combination of economic pressure, competition, and an unforgiving business model. But Spirit's impact can't be ignored. It forced the entire airline industry to rethink pricing. It made flying affordable for millions. And it proved that even the biggest disruptors aren't invincible. The skies just got a little less yellow. And the question now is, who's next? Were you ever a Spirit Airlines passenger? Share your experience below.